Divine Masculine, hello there, and welcome to my channel. My name is KD, and I want to thank you for joining me. This is a message, or a general message, for the Divine Masculine. I just want to talk about the energies you may need to release and let go of. I also want to talk about this current vibe and the current energies at this time. But again, keep in mind it's a general message, so it may not resonate with everyone. I'm asking that you please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because this message intent is strictly for guidance. So let's talk about guidance, Divine Masculine. I feel privy to say this can be for cross-watchers. This could be for females as well. It's important for us to stay balanced, in both masculine and our feminine energies. Divine masculines, if you want to listen to a little guidance for the feminine energy that's in us all, then feel free to check my channel. You're more than welcome. But let's get into it, Divine Masculine. So I didn't pick up that much on your energy when it comes to this current energy and the vibe, but what I did get, and I got the same card for Divine Feminine when pre-shuffling, well, actually in Divine Feminine spread, it talked about activation. It talked about getting activated, you know what I'm saying? And it's time to move. It's time for motion. It's time to get activated when it comes to what it is that you want to achieve in this life, in your life. You're being guided and asked, in this energy, for you to understand the importance to rise up again. There may have been trials and tribulations that you may have been through. There may have been situations that you may have been through that made you possibly question yourself. There are situations that you've been through that possibly, did hit your ego, out of nowhere, possibly unexpected, feeling like unsolicited, possibly, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I feel like it's two energies. It's the masculine that I'm speaking to, and it's a duality with us all, and it's a duality with everything. Where there's the good side and the bad side. You know what I'm saying? The good and the evil and shit. And it goes for the Divine Feminine energy too, but for the Divine Feminine energy, in that reading, I got that the Divine Feminine energy knows who she is. You know what I'm saying? So although there may be someone that's trying to infiltrate in Divine Feminine's energy, the Divine Feminine's energy is a warrior. You know what I mean? But it's something else in the Divine Masculine's energy. It's someone that could be like in this reading that they think that they're Divine Masculine, but they're not. A moment. So there's a masculine energy here that I feel like still has growing up to do. There's some masculine energy here that still doesn't know themselves. But for those that do, I think that's for everybody involved, right? the one that is questioning don't know themselves that well, and the ones that do that may have, been jabbed a few times, and may the your confidence levels could be kind of faltering right now. It's time to rise up is the message, you know what I'm saying, and the guidance. When it comes to rising up, it's about um, a renewal process right now. It's time to clean it up, you know what I'm saying? Let get the wheels shine, the armor raw, wax the, you know what I'm saying? It's time to renew, you know. Let's get back to it, you know what I'm saying? You have the potential in you. And for those of the masculines that not necessarily divine masculines, you do have the potential. You know what I'm saying? You know you had a potential, but you're not living up to your full potential right now. So there's some form of obstruction in this energy, and whoever has been trying to obstruct your energy or the energy is being blocked at this time. So I don't know, divine masculine. It's kind of feeling kind of like what's going on. What is going on? So I want to start this vibe check with a message from my new oracle deck. It's called Shadow Darkness Oracle. Confront the Demons Within. It's by Sirion Shadow. And I need my other glasses because the text is very, very small. So bear with me. Alright, so it's talking about a metamorphosis, divine masculine. And in this metamorphosis is a time for a change. There's time for a form of a transition at this time into a new phase, a new chapter, a new beginning, And with this metamorphosis, I believe that it's trying to have you understand that it's time to start over. It's time to start over in a sense. It's time, and you have the opportunity now to begin again. So again, this is the card of the number 39, and it's all about you understanding. It's all about you applying yourself, So let's talk a little bit more about it. You must let go of limitations in order to obtain all you want. Opportunities will start to appear once you begin to alter and modify your perspective. It's time to relinquish whatever is causing you distress. Drawing this card suggests you should consider your feelings, and if something is troubling you, take the appropriate action. Moving forward requires leaving something behind, but you must keep in mind that moving on is the best thing you can do for the future. Life is too short to constantly be surrounded by turmoil and burdened by things that don't benefit you. Make sure you are taking time to align yourself with what's right for you and celebrate small wins. This card could also indicate that certain changes life is pressing upon you have been met with resistance on your part. You'll see that possibilities are always present when you start to adjust the way you view these changes. So make sure you pay attention. Take your time and carefully weigh all your options. Avoid letting fear get in the way, believing that there is only one path open to you because the universe is telling you that once you make a choice, then additional paths will become available to you. Take that first step in order to open yourself up to receiving everything that will assist you to reach your goals. Choose your reality, determining whether you want a life of misery or one of prosperity. Opportunity will always knock if you make sure you're ready to accept it. So recognize that you have considerably more influence over your life than you think you do. Anything that makes you feel negative emotions doesn't belong with you, and it's time to make a change. So it's time to transform. It's time to transform this. Your situation, transform these energies that's going on right now. It's about, not staying lost in the past or what happened, why it happened, how it happened. It's crazy because, not crazy, but the Divine Feminine kind of had that same energy. The past is a motherfucker. The past will definitely hold you back. Definitely. Alright, so let's check the vibe, Divine Masculine. So it seems like, or it looks like, when it comes to the current vibe, we have some stagnant energy. There's the energy of feeling stuck, feeling like you might have hit a dead end. There's also a feeling like, maybe you're frozen in time. Some of you may be holding on to resentment. Somebody feels discontent, upset about intimacy, a relationship with mutual respect and unity, and a closeness in a past relationship. Okay. I don't know, for some of you this might be a beginning to an end in a past relationship. And I get it. Think about things we did, things that we went through, and trips we might have went on, and that time we did this, that time we did that. I think we go back to the good times or whatever. And we go to the energy that we put into situation and how much I loved him and how much I loved her. But she or he didn't love you back properly. You know what I'm saying? It's really time to get real about the situation and look at it for what it was. You was not to beat when you was in it. You know what I'm saying? That shit was not peaches and cream in this bitch. Sex probably was good. It probably was amazing. But, you know what I'm saying? When you really look at this shit, was y'all really, really compatible like that? Was this really him? For my cross watchers, or really hurt? You know what I mean? So there's a situation where you're blocked or they're blocked. There's no contact. There's really nothing to stay, and somebody wants somebody to stop calling them. Anyway, whoever is on this side, whoever that somebody that you're not speaking to, again, they didn't think that highly of you. They thought that your heads was in a cloud. You stayed in your hopes and dreams. They thought that you were a form of delusional. They feel like they wasted a lot of time in the relationship, or you wasted a lot of time with the relationships, delayed the relationship, you procrastinated. Sometimes you might have been too busy. Somebody feel like you burnt a bridge with them. They feel like they don't trust you. You're not loyal, and they feel like you turned their back on them. They think that you're a narcissist, an opportunist, and you. Let me try and. They think that you're kind of fragile. I was about to say, and they think you soft, but it's a little rash, and I still said it anyway. So pardon me. But yeah, man. that shit over, man. It's trying to start over new. What did you learn from this experience is the question. What did you learn from this experience? I had an experience similar to that. And I'm going to tell you what I learned because this motherfucker was really like kind of mean and shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a little mean. Like, mean. You know? Not a nice mean and not, you know what I'm saying? That mean wasn't even really on no wanting to have sex and make up type of mean. Like, you wanted to guard your grill and knuckle up with, this guy or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't, I mean, again, sex was good, amazing, you know what I'm saying? But then we go out and he just made situations awkward, could never have fun. I thought this was the love, this was my, and I thought this was going to be my husband. But it was kind of like I was kind of trying to force something. I remember when I was first going through it, it was like trying to put something round in a square or with something like that situation. When I really look at it, it was just trying to make something that I had ideally in my head for us, thinking we look good together. You know what I'm saying? He was very, very handsome, and we definitely had power couple energies, but he wasn't right though. He wasn't right, man. He really had me stuck, stagnant, feeling like I ain't want to feel like that, man. I want a free, happy relationship where you do you, we do you do you, I do me, you know what I'm saying? Then we do us, you know what I'm saying? We doing what we gotta do to make life better type situation. This person had you possibly antisocial in your feelings, making you feel left out, tried to give you the silent treatment. So, rejection is protection. Rejection is protection. It's a hard pill to swallow, but like when you really think about it, this ending was protection from further pain, from further hurt. And look at that. I'm going to take that as a confirmation with that. You know what I'm saying? This ending. So let's just let bygones be bygones at this particular time. And listen, don't think that I'm taking this lightly or anything like that. It's late. Excuse me. I should be in bed, but, I guess this might just be a little giddiness. And what it is, for me, I think it's kind of like an energy of been there, done that. And especially when I see this vibe or whatever, this is the energy of crying over a spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about what happened. There's no changing it. This past situation, whatever is ending right now, was a lesson. It is a lesson for you. In this lesson, you're supposed to learn what not to do when it comes to relationships and when it comes to matters of your heart. So, for some reason, family ties could have something to do with this. People in your inner circle. Somebody was disrespectful. Somebody decided to create a boundary where enough is enough and it's time to defend yourself in a situation, or someone believed that it was time for them to defend themselves because of family issues. Family plays a major part in this situation. Family and inner circles. So it seems like a lot of people might have had y'all name in their mouth a lot, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody in your family, somebody in your inner circle infiltrated, possibly even had a part in manipulating this situation. So you may feel burnt out, exhausted. Possibly a lot of your energy has been drained because of this situation. Somebody in this energy is feeling empty right now because of an ex, because of a bad relationship, because of somebody being stuck in their old ways. Somebody's a hater. They don't learn lessons. They allow karmics infiltrate third parties, other people to infiltrate in your relationship. This past situation, it's only a lesson. It doesn't seem like a blessing. And it's a possibility while you're sitting there thinking and wanting to have the situation back, the other party in this situation could be entertaining guests talking about you. Someone is abusive in this energy, conniving, and they're very unpredictable. They're stuck. They don't want to heal. And it's time for you to glow up and cut ties with any energy that's holding you back. Please refer back to the oracle card that talks about this metamorphosis. So when it comes to this situation, we got the courts involved. We got some type of legal issues going on when somebody's dealing with lawyers, court, and paperwork. Somebody in their feelings. This could be you in your feelings because of this shit. You giving somebody the silent treatment, possibly, or you want to. And you may even feel a bit left out when it comes to this situation, when it comes to this separation that's going on right now. So you're very guarded, cautious, possibly feel a bit insecurity at this time because of this situation. This is posing as a challenge, Divine Masculine, because it's causing you tension, it's causing you to be stressed out, it's causing you to worry, possibly even experiencing hot migraines. Possibly because you're thinking about the wrong shit right now, Divine Masculine. Yeah, man, your head is not, you thinking about some irrelevant shit when it comes to this past situation. You can't possibly be thinking about who he or she is fucking right now. This is not the time. This is not the time. Fuck what they doing. Like, there's so much more available to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, you got to get back to yourself because, again, this situation was only a lesson for you to learn. And it seems like this is a challenge because this is a lesson that you're refusing to learn because you too busy worried about who somebody might be fucking and what they doing. Somebody just worried about that. When it comes to this situation with this ex-lover situation, divine masculine, oh my god, I just feel like you might you go on and it seems like the wrong direction. It seems like you may have the wrong perception about this situation. Again, it's like you're thinking about the wrong stuff. And it's quite challenging. Somebody thinking about the wrong shit. And for some reason, divine masculine is coming up as you. You're shattered, you're feeling broken, possibly feeling like a failure because this shit didn't go right. Feeling stuck like you don't really have no options. Oh, not forgiving this situation. This is what's keeping you stuck in this energy. You must recharge. You gotta breathe. Let go. You might need to take a vacation. You may need to take some time to go somewhere and clear your mind at this time. This didn't kill you. Don't let this kill you. This is only a test that's only placed here to make you stronger, to teach you what not to do. And it hurts so bad, possibly because you seem like you're a little hard-headed, divine masculine. You're thinking about the wrong shit, buddy. Okay, divine masculine. Let me apologize for being so, I don't know, rash or something. I'm not trying to be harsh, but you're smarter than this and you do have more potential than this. It's time for you to elevate right now because this situation from the past is blocking you, divine masculine, divine masculine or masculine. Yeah, this past situation is blocking you. This is the obstruction right here. This is it. At this time, divine masculine, in this energy, you're being called to elevate. You've been called to rise up. Step back into your power. Step back into the beginning with just the potential that you know that you have. Do not allow this situation that was only placed in your life to be a lesson, not to be your ending. Don't let it stop you. It's blocking you. It's stagnating you. It's obstructing your forward movement because of how it has you feeling, how it made you feel, how it bruised your ego. Again, you're being asked to elevate. You're being asked to step into your power at this time. You have to take back control over yourself in this situation. Your vision is cloudy. You not taking charge of your life, possibly not even your environment. You're not believing in yourself anymore. This ain't even you right here. This not the divine masculine, like I said in the beginning. Is the divine masculine not here? You're being asked to elevate at this time. It's time to raise up, man, and start believing in yourself again. You're being called at this time to raise your vibration, because this ain't it. I know this shit is definitely hard though, because we got the law involved, judge, police was involved in this situation. Right now, you by yourself, you're single, you're feeling a bit of isolation, independent, alone, and because we always go back to what we know. We want to go to the familiar. You thinking you missing a situation that you needed to get out of. I did a reading that talked about a sacrifice in the energy that's needed in order to save your life. And it's like you have to sacrifice this situation. You got to let this situation go, in a sense, because if something is for you, it's not going to leave you. You know what I mean? And you have to believe that if it passes you, it wasn't for you. What's for you is not going to pass you. Instead of worried about the wrong shit, about what he or she is doing, it's important for you to focus on yourself and be happy that you have this new opportunity. Be happy that you're free from a situation that really wasn't serving you. It was a form of an illusion. It's kind of something that you may have created in your mind. And they say that it's not always in our plan, it's God's plan. So you can't force situations, really. And then if you really look at it, that you're right. You should be happy right now, enjoying your free time. But it says somebody looking at old pictures, somebody still stuck in the past. And this is because of addictions, drugs, alcohol, and it's because of a toxic attachment that you have to this situation. So I know that it's rough. It's a difference. It's change. Change is not easy at all. I understand. But once you get over this part, it's so pretty over there. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But you just have to get through this and understand and learn the lesson in this. And trust and believe in yourself. Trust and believe in divine timing. Trust and believe that you deserve what it is that you truly desire. But now you got to remember what you desire, because you stuck on some toxic shit. Yeah. You made some type of commitment, some promise to a situation. And now it's playing on your mentals. Playing on your top like a mug. Fucking with your crown. Having you forget about who you are. Divine masculine, or masculine, that you do still have the potential, but you gotta face your shadow at this time. You have to really look at the situation and take accountability. And surrender this situation, because when you was in it, when you was in it, you wasn't in it. When you was in it, or y'all was in it, y'all didn't appreciate each other. Where you are right now in this situation, being independent, free, able to lead your own life, take initiative on what it is that you want to take initiative. This is where you're supposed to be at right now. Some people, or even I'm going to say some of us, are too busy thinking that we need someone else to be happy. Some people, is going off of what they grandma did, grandfather did, what's going with part of maybe their culture, or, something in their family and generation. But yeah, we can't go. Times is different right now. And it's not just about marrying, it's not just being with somebody just because. It's about being with someone that you love, and being with someone that you want to grow old with. Not somebody that just looks good on paper, or just looks good in a photo. But then when you really get to know them, you see this ugly ass spirit. Now you somewhere cheating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to read another card for you, Divine Masculine. And I want to, this card talks about the challenge that you're having right now. And the challenge is causing a challenge when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your security, when it comes to your, did I say stability? Basically, and also when it comes to your structure of your life. This is where you're being challenged at, because you're no longer holding yourself as the priority. In this situation, some of you weren't thinking about yourself. Some of you were only thinking about yourself in this situation, though. And that's where the shit is at. Like, because you were only thinking about yourself in this situation. And right now, you're only thinking about yourself possibly by wondering who somebody is having sex with. And this is what causes your vision to get cloudy. This is where it fucks up at. excuse my French, I can't even control myself because this is so serious. So it just made me feel like there's the energy of someone being afraid to be alone here. So the challenge is having this deficiency, divine masculine. This deficiency is in your stability. This deficiency is in your security, your foundation. Like, this is so important because there's a lack in this area, and in this area is the key foundations that we need, the key elements that we need: security, stability, structure, foundation. You can only control yourself. So that means you got to take care of yourself. Also, in my separation, um, that was another lesson that I had to learn, because I was living for other people and not living for myself. In this past situation, again, I thought this was going to be my end all be all. You know what I'm saying? I thought we was going to get married, having a baby. You know what I'm saying? I thought this, you know what I'm saying, was going to be my husband. But he wasn't. And then my daughter grew up, and she wanted to run out to the streets or run out, on her own. And I was left with the foundation that I created. And being left with that foundation at the particular time, I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know where to go, because my dream was to have this house and get fucking a volleyball court in the backyard. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just to play volleyball, get a canopy, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about the furniture and stuff. I didn't have a plan B, basically. So I understand this energy, but you have to push through it. And I gotta be honest that, we're still healing every day. It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday process. Although I've learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about the situation, it's still been hard, very, very hard. But you still have to believe in yourself, and you have to know who you are. You know your potential, you know what you create, and it's about you knowing what you stand for. Also, thinking about this relationship, you know what I'm saying? Where may have you have gone wrong? Could you have been in your feminine energy a little bit more? Could you have been could you have done better in any way? And then for those of you that feel like you've done everything that you could, that you knew of, then move with grace right now. I know that shit still hurts. Don't nobody want to be rejected. And don't nobody want to hear rejection is protection either. But it's truth. It's a hard truth. This was a lesson to protect you. You didn't want to do it yourself. Divine timing has taken place, is taking place, and you gotta go with the program. It's not funny. I'm not laughing. And I'm sorry. Let's talk about this deficiency real quick. Divine masculine. Let me get my other glasses because the text here is, again, very small. So the key words to this deficiency, which is a challenge, and I'm going to leave you with this, divine masculine. As you reflect on the past, remember that everyone has experienced highs and lows. Comparison may only add to feelings of deficiency, so let go and move on. Do you wish you had overcome your fears and achieved more? Comparing yourself to what may have been and what others might have always results in suffering. Don't look at anyone else and don't look back anymore. Put an end to checking your rearview mirror. Overall, you've done well. Remember that the past is water under the bridge, so let go. You're being held back by this ongoing sense of inadequacy or low self-worth, and need to understand the issue is not anyone else's fault. Accountability and acceptance are the first steps to healing. You can start to forgive and move on after you accept the way life has turned out and recognize that everything had happened for a reason. Stop dwelling on the fact that things didn't turn out the way you had hoped or planned, and telling yourself that you may have been happier if things had turned out differently. If you are still living and breathing, then it all happened as it should have. Although you may believe that things could have been handled better, they also had the potential to be far worse. You'll never be able to take control and will constantly be ceding your power to some unforeseeable force unless you face the truth. Take charge and face facts. The fact is, the past could not have happened any other way. So understanding that the past is unchangeable is the first step to forgiveness. It is time to move on. So, I'm going to let you go with that, Divine Masculine. This is the current vibe when it comes to your energy. It's time to heal. It's time to transition. It's time to change this programming. You're giving your power away by thinking about something or someone other than yourself and prosperity. Get back to the basics. So I'm going to let y'all go on this, and I do hope that this message helps someone. Again, my name is KD, and this is Addict to Truth Tarot. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you're so inclined. And I do hope to see you next time. Peace.